Hello and welcome to the Glenn Johnson Athletic Center for the 2023 OCAA Men's Volleyball Championship. Today is the final day of the tournament where we have the Cambrian Golden Shield battling the Mohawk Mountaineers for the bronze medal match. For those tuning in, my name is Sam Otten, and with me Megan Morelli, and we are both former Fanshawe Falcons.
Yeah, we currently have the third-ranked and fourth-ranked teams in the West playing each other for this bronze medal game today. And yesterday, unfortunately, they both had some tough losses. Cambrian lost in 5 and Mohawk lost in 4. So both these teams, they're going to fight hard to at least get that bronze medal today. They had some key players we're going to look out for today. Player of the game from yesterday for Cambrian was number 11, Sven Trudell. And for Mohawk, we had number 11, Bias, who had an excellent performance, almost getting 28 points.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, so we're going to have some good volleyball here today.
Just getting comfortable.
All right, both teams getting on the end court line to do the national anthem.
Your attendance at this OCAA event entitles you to enjoy athletics in an educational setting. We ask all spectators that you please show your sportsmanship by positively encouraging the student athlete, respecting all decisions from the coaches and officials, and being considerate of other spectators. Spectators will be removed from the gymnasium for any comments or behavior contrary to the OCAA Spectator Code of Conduct. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to rise if you are able to. Please remove your caps for the singing and playing of our national anthem.
Both teams doing their handshake before the game. Again, we're going to have some great volleyball here. Both these teams are going to be battling out for this bronze medal.
For sure.
Both of them having a tough loss yesterday, especially Cambrian in that 5-setter. They played excellent. It's just unfortunate they had to lose.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things too is just the mental reset that you have to do after fighting and doing a battle so emotionally yesterday to kind of reset and find something for that bronze.
Yeah. Mohawk's known for their good middle attacks, but they have that outside player bias there that Cambrian's going to have to keep an eye on. He gets lots of points from Mohawk Mountaineers.
And I think they should rely on him a fair amount, but honestly, their middle is, like you said, very strong as well.
Yeah. Cambrian, on the other hand, they have a lot of more outside players for their go-to players. However, Diot in the middle is 6'9". It's going to be a tough one to slow down in the middle.
And we've seen Scully pretty much every game he's played during these provincials come out swinging, and being a smaller middle, he's still got some power, and he'll get some points as well.
Looks like the same starters as yesterday for both teams. Cambrian will be starting the set with the serve.
You can see all the guys going to the net, even after a handshake prior, just saying good luck to each other. I think this is going to be a good battle today and a friendly fight.
Yep. Setter Jack Daly for serve. Deep float.
Up by Neem here, going right to Hutchins.
Off the tape, Brown gets it up. Daly bump setting to the outside.
Deep shot. Perfect shot by Trudell there. You see Neem kind of stop and look at it. It looked like it was going out. Just perfect deep corner.
Yeah, wasn't the greatest bump set there by Daly. He obviously had to fix it, but smart play there. Daly again for serve.
Hard pass for Neem here, and Bias can't get it back here.
I'm sure Neem wants him to serve again at him. Yeah. Liberos don't like making errors on their serve and receive. Daly for serve.
Good pass here. Out to Bias.
Off the hands. Scully gets it up. Terrace to the right.
Brown tries to fix it out just on the far side here.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get that line shot. Yeah. Just bad contact.
Awkward step around for him being a righty.
You can see his body turn.
Yeah. Hutchins to serve for Mohawk. Good float.
Handled by Brisbane to Scully.
Big dig here by Pilling. Free ball coming back over. Roll shot.
Off the tape. To the back row to Brisbane. Big swing.
Big dig by Neem. And May just gets a weird touch on it and it goes out.
Good play there by Jack Daly, setting the back row pipe.
Yeah.
Yesterday's player of the game, Trudell for serve.
Low pass by Neem here. Has to go to Gasharowski.
Good block by Scully.
Out to Bias. One block and it's down.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Cambrian there. They had the one block, open seam, so Trudell had to read it, and he just guessed the wrong side there.
Bit of a scramble on that one, and Mohawk took their opportunity.
Great attack by Bias.
And made a serve on the line.
And that one's in. I think Terrace might have thought I was going to go a little deeper, but dropped quick. Those spin serves again.
And I don't think Terrace is going to let that happen again. May here to serve. And into the tape on that one.
Yeah, Cambrian's going to say thank you and go down to that serving line. Number 15, Scully. Scully got player of the game in the first match against Canador. A very consistent server yesterday in the game.
Good pass by Gasharowski.
Middle.
Goes middle.
Blocked.
Out to Bias, right side. Tips it.
It's up. And Brown sends it over.
Weird touch. Neem play. Out to Bias.
Yeah, it looks like.
What a good shot by Bias.
Yeah, Trudell's a little sneaking up there. He's got to hold that back spot.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice high swing.
Great pickup by Scully there on the defensive end. Like Bias was going to swing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bias at the line.
Handled by Trudell to Diot. Huge swing there by Diot. Again, 6'9". It's going to be a tough one to slow down. He reaches so high up there.
Even a full commit by Sleuths there, it's just not high enough to get that one.
Brown for serve.
Good pass by Hutchins. Outside to Gasharowski. And he gets the touch.
Yeah, it looks like Daly just tipped it there.
Yeah.
I think Trudell maybe didn't see the touch and just let it go.
Gasharowski serving.
Handled by Trudell to the middle. Brisbane off the hands there. And there's going to be a net call
See
on
that
Mohawk.
step inside. Mohawks just got to be aware and communicate even as the serve is going.
Yeah. Number 6, Brisbane for serve.
And it just goes out here.
Got a bit of a slower start to this set. Both teams are making little errors.
Yeah, Sleuth serve.
Handled by Terrace. Dumped by a Daly.
And that's a nice dump.
2 hands. We know Jack Daly's an aggressive setter, so he's very good at disguising that. Smart play there.
Truly looking like an outside set there.
Yeah. Diot for serve.
Great pass by Gasharowski. Outside to Hutchins.
Off hands. Diot handles it. Daly to the C ball. Brown hits it off hands, but no one's there for cover.
And hard to tell if that did get to the block or just on the tape. Pilling serve here. That one goes into the net.
Yeah, that's a tough one for the rookie all-star there. Setter Jack Daly at the serving line.
Low pass here. Out to Hutchins right.
Great read by Terrace, letting that one go just outside.
I think it was just too fast of a tempo for Hutchins off that pass, the give and go.
Yeah. Daly again with serve.
Good pass by Neem. Right to Hutchins.
Big block by Brown, solo. Gonna take that point for Cambrian.
Well done.
Good read, good timing. Again, Jack Daly with the serving run.
Great pass by Hutchins. Outside to Bias.
Off the hands, Terrace handles it. Daly to Trudell, off
Big
the
block.
block. It's up by Brisbane. And they're gonna call a double on Scully there. Mohawk doing a good job at slowing down Cambrian's offense here with their blocking.
Hutchins serve. I
Deep
think
float.
that one's out. Yep.
Yeah, good call by Brisbane, letting that one go. Trudell for serve.
Weird pass by Gasharowski here. Has to go to him outside.
Great pick up there by Trudell. To the outside, Brisbane just tips it.
Smart play. Pillings is out here. Great set by Neem.
Handled by Trudell. Daly sets the right to Brown. Off the block.
Oh, big block by Mohawk there. Just a miscommunication.
Yeah, Cambrian there's got to do a better job covering. Like I said, Mohawks are doing a great job blocking. They got to play the defensive end after they attack.
For sure. May serving here.
Short serve there.
What a low spin on that one.
Yeah,
Looked like he was trying to take some off just to put it in, but he got a great rip down on that.
yeah. Trudell's just got to move his feet a little faster there.
May again.
Handled by Terrace, tight pass to the middle. Scully hits it off the block. Brisbane just putting it down.
Nice. Smart play by Brisbane there. Didn't have to do too much to it, and he caught Bias on his heels.
Yeah. Scully for serve. Deep float.
Weird pass by Gasharowski. Out to him again.
Off the hands. Trodell gets it. High outside.
Smart shot by Brisebois. Going to Bias here, right?
Big block by Brisebois. Shutting that one down.
Yeah, it looked like Bias was kind of stepping back on that swing, and he didn't see the big block coming.
Yeah.
Great close by Cambrian there.
Scully for serve.
Good pass by Hutchins. Sloot swings.
Trodell passes
Sloots
it
again.
up. It's up by Daly. Sets the outside to Brisebois.
Swings hard on that one.
Just a pokey back.
Pillings right to Bias.
Great block again by Brisebois.
Neem out to Bias.
Off the block. Scully gets it up.
Dion with the height. Neem is up again. Free ball.
Daly gets it up. Trodell sets high outside. Brisebois swings deep.
Smart swing. Great pass by Neem here. Low pass.
Off
And
the
they
block.
get the touch there.
Great rally from both teams there.
Quite a good scramble. Looked like a low set to Bias there, but he took advantage and swung hard.
Yeah, Brisebois doing a great job on the outside, slowing down those hits. Just unfortunate contact on the block there.
Yeah, and being aggressive out of system too is forcing Mohawk to work hard here.
Yeah.
Bias to serve.
Handled by Terrace.
Ooh, tough one there.
Yeah, it looks like a miscommunication between Daly and Diot there.
It's just to be allowed, and if you want to go for it, you're going for it.
Yeah, gotta shake that one off and just
For sure.
focus on the next play.
Bias here.
Great pass by Trodell to the outside. One block, and it's up
Good fix by Trodell there.
to Brown.
Big touch here. Bias passes up. Sloots.
And it's up by Daly. It's tight.
Great try here.
Great effort by Brisebois trying to reach and keep it in play.
Daly's doing a great job of picking up the short stuff here.
Great attack from Mohawk in the middle.
For sure. Bias again to serve. We are tied 13-13.
Up by Terrace. Daly to the middle. Diot with a big swing.
Too hard for Neem to pick up on that one.
Yeah. Great connection there, center
Yeah,
middle
a bit of a
connection.
slower tempo on that, but great timing.
Number 4, Steve Brown.
Weird pass, Gasharowski here. Has to go to Bias on C. And he tried to go for it, and it just went out wide.
Cambrian will take that point there. Again, Brown for serve.
And that one just deep too. Point for point on miss serve here. Gasharowski to serve for Mohawk.
Handled by Brisebois. And they run a quick 60 with him, but just too short.
Yeah. I think that's a great play, just trying to be a little too sneaky with it.
That's that sneaky play with the outside player in the middle. The middle goes for the 30, taking the middle on the opposite side, following him, allowing the outside to run that quick 60.
Gasharowski sends that wide too.
Brisebois for serve.
Great pass by Neem.
To the
Goes
middle.
to Sloots.
Big block by Trodell and Diot.
Hutchins out.
Another block from Daly and Diot this time.
Again, Hutchins.
Another block, and it's up by Daly. Diot gets it up
Free
over.
ball here for Mohawk. Goes to Sloots.
And it's up by Terrace. To the outside.
Trodell. Big dig by Gasharowski. Out to Hutchins.
And that one's long
Do
and
they
out.
get the call here? No touch.
Great defensive rally from both sides there.
Phenomenal playing.
That's some good volleyball we're watching here today. Brisebois for serve.
Pass by Hutchins. Sloots again.
And that one hit the floor in the deep corner there.
Their
Great
connection
shot.
in the middle is looking really good on Mohawk's side.
Yeah, we knew their middle connection strong on Mohawk, so that's something Cambrian's got to keep looking out for.
Slutes to serve.
Handled by Trodell. Back to him. And
wow!
Wicked kill there.
It's that feeling on that give and go. What a swing. What a set.
They got to be careful with Trodell. Once he's on fire, he will keep swinging hard and hitting those spots.
Yeah, that one-on-one, he's not missing.
Number 18, Diot for serve.
Good pass by Gasharowski. Out to Hutchins. And there's a swing too, right down the line.
Brown, it was too fast for Brown there.
Yeah. Billings to serve here.
Up by Trodell, back to him to the outside, off hands.
Good fix here, and gets a nice bounce off the block. Hard for Mohawk to pick that one up.
Great hustle by Jack Daly there. Wasn't the greatest of passes, and he made something out of it.
What a good play.
Number 3, Daly for serve.
Pass by Hutchins. May.
Great lead by Brisbois there. It looked like he was about to go for it, and read it was high.
Timeout called by Mohawk here. Just a 3-point spread, 20-17 for Cambrian.
Yeah, these two teams here, they play in the regular season against each other. And early on in the season, Mohawk taking the first game 3-0, and the second game later in the season, Cambrian winning it in 5. So we knew these two teams are tight. They fight every time they play each other. Some good volleyball we're going to see.
Some great long rallies from both teams here.
Yeah, both teams being smart, finding the holes and the spots.
And not afraid to swing either. We're not seeing a crazy amount of tipping, trying to be safe. It is aggressive volleyball.
Yeah. Looks like Mohawk's coming back out on the from the timeout. And Cambrian now stepping out. And Jack Daly taking the serve.
Great pass by Neem. Out to Bias.
Big block there by Trodell. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're doing those offensive tips. You got to either do it around the block or over. You can't throw it right in his hands.
For sure.
Daly again for serve.
Weird pass from Hutchins here. Has to set out to Bias.
Again, blocked by Scully this time. Good timing on that block there. They knew it was a higher set. Took their time, waited, and went up perfectly.
Yeah, and as a swinger with the ball coming from behind, it is tough to see that block. We got a sub coming in here.
Bouchard hitting the floor.
Did make a fair amount of a difference in the last game they played yesterday.
Daly again for serve.
Right away, low pass here. Has to go to Bias out of system. Free ball.
Handled by Terrace. To the right. Trodell down the line.
And Neem got a touch on it, but it just went wide.
Yeah, just an unfortunate touch there.
Great system.
Great swing by Trodell down the line.
And a timeout right away.
Yeah, Cambrian's got a bit of a lead here, 23-17. Again, Mohawk can fight back. They won't give up. They're not one of those teams to do that.
Yeah,
so,
I think Coach McClure is being really careful and trying to stop Daly's serve here, his serving run.
Yeah, being strategic here. They got to come out of this timeout and side out with a big attack here. both teams stepping back out. Mohawk using up both their timeouts for this set. Cambrian still having 2. And Jack Daly again at the serving line for Cambrian.
Tough pass here, out of system. Bouchard setting, free ball coming.
Brisbane passing it up, going to the right. And
again, Chutrodel.
yeah, they really got to get 2 blocks up against that hitter right there. He is strong when he gets that one-on-one.
And 1 block is not enough to stop that.
Game serve for the Golden Shields.
Pass by Neem. Middle May.
Just
and
out.
That's going wide.
Yeah, it was a good
That'll
idea.
do it for the first set here. 25-17 for Cambrian.
Yeah, Cambrian's known to always start strong. Let's just hope they can keep it up and keep going all the way if they want to win this in 3.
I think you noticed closer to the end there that Cambrian just did not stop what they were doing, and I think Mohawk kind of took a step back on that one.
Yeah, sometimes it's always tough after losing a semifinal game and just getting that motivation again of playing one more to win a medal, right? So
that's where the mental part of volleyball really comes into effect.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'd like to see a little bit more middle offense from Mohawk there. Cambrian seems to struggle when they're hitting from the middle. So.
And frankly, bias. I don't know if Cambrian's really took that into mind just to make sure he's not been able to swing hard and get comfortable out on the outside.
They want to shut him down early on so that his mental game kind of gets shut out.
Yeah. Yeah, this could just come down to experience, and we know that Cambrian has a few 5th years that are really holding the team together here. Mohawk has the 1 bias. Let's see if he can kind of rally his team and get them going again.
Yeah, it's crazy how much experience can have an effect on the court. Like having the atmosphere, being able to play in it, the pressures, the mental state.
No question.
It builds up throughout the years, and that's when that experience kicks in on the court.
Cambrian coming right away. Same lineup for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything up. It's working for them with this lineup. I'd be curious to see if they get a bit of more elite, if they'll put any of their newer rookies on the court.
Yep.
But again, they do want to win this and get that that bronze medal.
And we can't take Mohawk out of the equation here. We've seen them yesterday. They were doing it. They had a great fight against Humber.
Yeah, they took them to 4 yesterday. It was just an unfortunate loss there. Both being close sets, 25-23, 25-23. So. All right, Mohawk will be starting this set off and Pilling at the serving line. Great serve by Pilling.
Low pass by Brisebois to Scully.
Pilling picks it up. Neem setting, Bias on the right.
Trudell, and over the top of him. Smart shot by Bias on that.
Play. Yeah, Pilling only being a rookie on this team, he's playing amazing in this tournament. He's had excellent offensive sets there and defense. It's nice to watch him play.
I think years to come, we're going to see a lot from him.
Yeah. Pilling again for serve.
Low pass again, Brisebois. Daly has to fix, and no one's there to put the free ball over.
Yeah, Mohawks going to come out here strong. They're going to keep this consistent and not make it easy for Cambrian. Number 3, Pilling for serve.
Good pass by Trudell. Out to him again.
Up
Takes
by
Pilling out.
Neem setting the outside this time to Hutchins.
Oh, and just out the sideline. I think that was a smart shot there.
Yeah.
Good lead by Terrace.
Those angle shots are really hard to hit. It was just very close and just unfortunately out.
Daly serving here for Cambrian.
Beautiful pass by Neem. To the right.
And And he's out to the other side on that one.
Yeah, Hutchins just getting unlucky on those attacks there.
Just take a breath here. We've seen him quite solid in the last couple days.
Yeah.
Daly to serve. Great float.
By Hutchins to the middle.
Tipping in, Daly gets it.
Bias throwing it right back down. Great smart play there. He knew Daly was already down, throw it right back at him.
Yeah.
Court awareness is such a huge part in this game, and you got to have it while in play. So
It's changing the speed of the offense and
yeah,
just the play
Hutchins for
itself.
serve.
Pass by Brisebois, out to Brown. Does he get a touch on it? No, just wide.
Brown does like to hit those line shots when available, so I would watch out defensively.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to block that line. Or at least turn in that hand.
Hutchins for serve.
Pass by Brisebois. Right side to Trudell.
Pillings gets it up. Neem sets Bias on the right, off hands.
And a great swing by Bias. Big block too from Scully and Brown, just going outside here.
Yeah, Mohawk playing a little bit like, you know what, we have nothing to lose, let's have fun. Let's play our volleyball out there, and it looks good. Great serve by Hutchins.
Great pass by Brisebois. Tight to Trudell. He's got to fix it. A little careful at the net there.
Great swing there by Gasharowski, being a lot smarter using these blocks this set. I like to see that from Mohawk. Hutchins again.
Mishandled by Terrace. You can see a little frustration in that.
Yeah,
That does not happen often.
Yeah, it looks like Cambrian. Yeah, there it is. Looks like they're just having a moment of in the drought right there, and they got to clean it up.
Yeah.
You don't want Cambrian getting too comfortable out there, because when that happens, sometimes you sink down to a level you're not used to playing, and we don't want to see that.
Yeah, we saw how well they can play yesterday in the 5th set, or just in the 5 sets that they played against Fanshawe.
Yeah,
They know how to fight.
Mohawk's doing a great job coming out here, being strong, using those blocks. Pilling's running a great offense, and defense on both sides is pretty good.
Yeah. And you got to hand it to Neem on Mohawk's side there. He's just so consistent on the service line and serve receive here, and he's making it easy for Pilling to run his offense.
It's nice knowing when Pilling takes those defensive digs, Neem is setting up great offensive plays.
For sure.
All right, both teams hitting back on the court.
This is a big lead for Mohawk at the moment, starting off the set.
If they keep this up, they could win the second set here. Hutchins for serve.
Good pass by Brisebois. Going right to Trudell.
And it's up by Pillings. To the outside to Gasharowski. He just
Free
sends a
ball.
free.
Daly is out though. Has to go to Trudell.
Neem gets it up to the right.
Big block by Scully and Brown.
Yeah, Hutchins got to be a little bit more prepared. Again, big blocks. They know it's going to be there. You have to be ready defensively there.
Yeah, a great swing by Bias.
Yeah.
Defense just got to be ready to cover.
Yeah, Bias always being aggressive. We like to see that from him.
Trudell serving. Low touch by Gasharowski. Big tip. Brisebois out.
Off hands. Hutchins gets it up. Neem bump sets it to the outside.
Free ball coming. To Scully.
Yeah. Looks like Suits there jumped a little early on Scully. Could have timed it a little better.
Trudell to serve.
Handled by Gasharowski to the middle.
Up by Daly here. Out to Brisebois. Big swing by Brisebois.
Yeah.
Pushes it through that block.
Sleuts and Bias there went up perfectly. Just timing and just went off the block there.
Yeah,
I think
just
he's
under
got to
the
press
arm.
a little bit more over.
Trudell again to serve. 5 serving 7. And he catches Gasharowski.
Yeah, looks like they're targeting number 8 here from a serving standpoint. If you're struggling once, they're going to keep going to you.
For sure, and I think that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, take out the outside opportunity for them. again to Gasharowski,
What
low
a
pass.
serve. Big
Offhand.
block by Brisebois.
Neem picks it up, Pilling to the right.
And a smart swing by Bias.
Yeah, smart play there. That's what's going to keep them in this game if they keep using those blocks.
Yeah.
Joel Slutz, number 15 for Mohawk for serve.
Tight pass by Trudell. And I think they're going to get that call for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for those at home, middle blockers, you can't go over when the setter is about to set the ball. It's an interference and over the net.
Yeah. Taking away a possible set for Cambrian. Scully to serve.
Handled well by Hutchins to the middle.
Big block by Diot. Out to Brisebois.
Tipping, great read by Pilling. To the outside.
Block up.
Gasharowski swing.
Scully gets it. Out here, Brisebois.
Great up by Neem. To the outside.
And wow, that timing from Brown and Diot.
Neem doing an excellent job defensively, and Pilling too. Very impressed with their defense today.
Yeah, both teams recovering well on defense and being able to swing really hard against each other.
Yeah, those offsets, I'd just like to be a little smarter. Put them in the deep corners.
Yeah.
Keep them in play if it's not there for that block opportunity.
Scully to serve. And it's in the net here.
Rare mistake to see by Scully.
Yeah.
Captain Bias going to the serving line for Mohawk.
Good pass by Brisebois. Goes to the middle, Diot.
Picked up in the back row. Free ball sent over.
Ooh, close call there. Out to Brisebois.
Big block, May gets it up. Free ball sent over.
Middle pipe here, Trudell. And he knows it, just a mishandle on his.
Great rally from both teams there.
Yeah, little low pass from Terrace there.
Yeah,
Thought we might have seen a call.
May got lucky there at the net picking that one up. Bias for serve. Off the
Down
tape.
the line, Brisebois high out here. Going to Brown.
Picked up by Hutchins. It's going to be over.
Diot. I think he's got the height on that one. He's kind of jumping back from the net. Still a great swing for the overpass.
Yeah, as volleyball players, if you know you're sending an overpass, you better turn it around and be ready defensively there, and I don't think Hutchins was.
Yeah. Brown serving for Cambrian.
Rough pass over.
And it is in.
Hutchins with the bump kill today.
Yeah, unlucky there. Brisebois and Terrace thought that was going out.
Number 8, Gasharowski for serve. And
that hits the line.
Wow, beautiful
Holy.
serve. It was a pretty high serve, but just dropped last second.
Yeah, hard to read that one for sure. It's one of those, ask him to do it again.
Yeah, Gasharowski.
Good pass by Brisebois. Goes to Diot.
It's up by Neem. Pilling to the C ball. Bias with the huge
swing. And Terrace just could not handle that one.
There's that offense. When they get that perfect pass, Pilling will run something beautiful, and that's what we just saw there.
And you're seeing Bias kind of stepping out and shine here.
Yeah.
This is what we were waiting for.
Gasharowski again.
Brisebois pass. Out to him again.
One-on-one.
Heavy swing.
Off the hands of Pilling there.
Great offense run by Daly there. Brisebois to serve.
Handled by Hutchins to the C ball again.
No block. Up by Terrace.
Off hands.
Trudell.
Bias gets it up. Pilling to the May.
Big block by Diot.
Good dig by May. Hutchins sending it over.
They get it free.
To the outside.
Trudell. Great deep swing there. Just a little bit cleaner on Cambrian's side for the offensive end.
Yeah.
Great touches by Mohawk though.
Yeah, Cambrian's doing a good job at cleaning up their mistakes here.
Brisebois to serve.
Handled by Hutchins. Back out to him.
Over the top, Brisebois up.
Pillings picks it up. Neem with the jump set. And Pillings taking some off.
Breezeball sets to Trodell. Another lucky bounce. Gets a free ball from it. Trodell.
Great up there by Hutchins. Neem setting the C ball.
Tough one there for Bias.
Yeah, it was a little inside on that bump set.
I think it was one of those that he's just got to take someone out.
Yeah, when you're so used to being aggressive, sometimes those offsets you just got to put in play.
For sure. Breezeball to serve.
Handled by Hutchins. Pillings to May.
Nice pass by Terrace. Trodell outside. And another cut by Trodell.
That cut shot's really working. And just like that, it's going to be 13-13.
Every time Mohawk gets a lead, you're seeing Cambrian push a little bit harder to get back into it here. Breezeball again to serve.
Handled by Hutchins. Neem right back out to him. Big swing cross court. Perfect seam spot there. You can see Terrace and Breezeball. I should have just cut more in front.
Yeah.
One behind.
You're looking for that crossover. Both guys have to go for it.
Yeah, that's that scissor defense a lot of teams like to do. Number 7, May for serve.
Big serve here. Great pass by Trodell. And again to him.
And it's blocked this time. Good up by Hutchins. Set back to him.
Almost looked like a throw here. They're getting a free coming.
Handled by May. Pilling back to the outside.
And they get it. Just a weird set coming from Pillings. Hutchins can't put it over.
Yeah, looks like the tight set there. Ref calling captain over. Probably going to tell something to the bench. I don't think they were expecting a call there.
Yeah. I think mid-play you're seeing some of the guys on the court there get a little annoyed or pumped up because of that lack of call. Diot to serve here.
Handled well to the middle.
Great touch by Breezebois. Out to Trodell.
Again, that cross shot, it's picked up.
Tight ball. Smart to stay off by Scully.
Yeah, when he's hitting that cross shot, you gotta be disciplined because he's gonna keep hitting it if you keep letting him get that point. I wonder if Mohawk's gonna fix their block, maybe take the cross away from number 11 there on the outside.
You've seen it often here, but Trodell doesn't need much of an approach to have a good swing and cut that angle.
Yeah, he's so strong behind that attack.
Diot to serve.
Handle, tight pass. And throw down by Pilling. Huge reach.
And you can even see Trodell goes up on that one, but Pilling knew he was there.
Yeah, you can see the athleticism there
Great
for number
throw.
3. He's going to be a great player down the road. I can't wait to see what he's going to look like in the next few years. Pilling for serve.
Good pass by Trodell. Out to him again.
Off hands
and he
this
goes
time.
heavy. Great block. Mohawk's seeing it, but it's just a nice swing by Trodell, and it's going far enough the defense can't get it.
Yeah.
Daly to serve here.
Handled by Neem to the outside.
Trodell.
And it's picked up. Again, the bias.
Great touch by Scully here. Daly out to Trodell. And he is picking the defense apart on the Mohawk side.
Yeah, Gasharowski, I think, just let it drop there, thinking it was going to be out.
Yeah, what a great shot. Daly to serve here.
Off the
Off the tape.
Slutes gets the pass to the right.
No touch? Yeah, no touch there. Hutchins tried to use something on it.
Yeah, just those little mistakes Mohawk's making now since that first time out. And
we're seeing it here.
Yeah. Coach McClure now calling their timeout. Only a 3-point difference. Mohawk can come right back in this. They had the lead earlier. They can do it again. They just got to come out with that energy they had when they started this set.
Yeah. See it a bit with Cambrian. Every fight for every single point, even if the call's not their way.
Yeah, Cambrian cleaning up a lot too. Their little errors they were doing at the beginning of the set, communicating more and being aggressive. And you see that a lot from number 11 there.
Just a slump on their serve-receive side. But Bias is starting to step out and shine, and I think we got to see more of him.
Yeah.
But both setters are doing a great job of running their offense.
Yeah, you could see from Jack Daly having 5 years of experience versus the rookie setter Pilling. It's beautiful to see how the experience versus the creativity of a rookie there making great volleyball on the court.
Daly at the service line.
Handled by Hutchins to the middle.
Slutes tips.
Tight ball. Slutes wins it.
You see it there. Scully trying to reach for it. Gets caught on the net.
Yeah, good job from Slutes finding the hole there on the throw down. Number 10, Hutchins for serve.
Just goes deep there.
Yeah, we're getting to that point in the set. You got to start battling for every point here. Can't make those little errors.
Trodella serve.
And big swing. Just unfortunate. I think he didn't follow all the way through with that Arden swing there.
Great run by that. Gashorowski's really stepping into that ball now. He knows it's coming to him. Served by Trodell.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised here if Mohawk goes to bias.
And just on the tape there. We haven't seen that much from Trodell.
Just a 3-point difference, 20-17 for Cambrian. And Slutes at the serving line for Mohawk.
I think Mohawk is a really good rotation here with bias versus Brisebois. Pass by Trodell. Out to here's Scully.
Big block there.
Brisebois. What a cut around.
Yeah, Cambrian doing an excellent job hitting that sharp cross shot.
Like we said, Mohawk is a big block here, so those angles are hard to get.
Yeah, I would adjust their block just a little bit there. Just take away that sharp now and leave line. Pilling's been doing an amazing job on defense.
Yeah. Scully here to serve.
Handled well by Hutchins to the middle.
Up by Scully. And to Brisebois.
And that one's out. It looks like Pillings and May, they're not connecting as well as they did yesterday in that middle connection. May's just either not getting the right contact or the timing on the attack there. Bias for serve.
Pass by Brisebois. Diot.
And that one's touched.
Bias knows it. Just a little bit awkward for him there.
Yeah, I was going out too. He just contacted it.
Brown serving, 22-18 for Cambrian.
Handled well by Hutchins to the middle. Again, that weird contact.
That time it worked for him. It looked like a foomer just off the tip of his fingers.
Yeah.
As a defender, if it's going in, it is hard to get that ball.
Yeah, Gashorowski for serve.
Up by Terrace here. Goes to Dion on the step. And you see it just into the tape.
Yeah, just a little low as well.
Yeah. Maybe just a late run by Dion as well.
Again, Gashorowski, let's see if he can go on a run.
Good pass by Brisebois. Out to him here.
Great dig by Neem. Pilling setting the back row here. Free ball set.
Brown pass. Diot.
Bias gets it up. Pilling to the outside. Hutchin tries to swing high, but no touch.
We've seen this happen a few times for Mohawk here. Just a couple miss hits on the offensive end. When they get a great dig too, it needs to be that opportunity to swing.
Yeah, Mohawk's going to be calling a timeout here. Only down 23-20.
Another close set here.
I'd like to see Mohawk use that block like they were at the beginning of the set. It was really working for them offensively.
Yeah, not have to do anything crazy.
Just be smart.
Yeah. And I think the quick tempo transition by Cambrian here is doing a great job for them, forcing that through the middle.
Daly's doing an excellent job switching up from the middle step to the X.
Yeah.
Running a great different offensive system there.
Yeah. It's giving Trodell a little bit more of an option to be that one-on-one. When he was leaning on him to start, now he's going to those middles.
Yeah.
Very smart play by Daly.
court here. Mohawk's got a side out here. They got to start fighting for some points.
Brisebois to serve.
Pass that by Neem to the back row.
And there's a swing. You triple block looking around and he still goes over.
There's that go-to player bias there. Not surprised Killian's setting him.
Yeah. Just consistency in pressure situations.
Yeah. Number 7, May for serve.
Low serve up by Terrace. Out to Trudell. And he goes over the top of Billings.
Yeah, just finding the seam there. Hitting right down in front of 6.
Yeah. Great pass by Terrace on that one to give that option. Diot to serve. Possible set point.
Neem bump setting to the outside.
Triple here. Up by Brown. Out to Trudell. And he just picks the corner on that one.
There's that shot.
I'm calling that a beat shot there. Nothing too crazy. Just puts it where no one is.
Yeah, definitely a closer set for set number 2, 25-21. Only a 4-point difference. Better performance from Mohawk. However, I like to see them come out, stay strong all the way through. They started excellent at the beginning and just kind of dropped down there.
They put a lot of pressure on Cambrian early on, and I think they just got to hold that.
Yeah. Cambrian's doing an excellent job, even when they're down points, still fighting and still playing their style of volleyball. Now, just after 2 sets, we have Trudell leading with 14 points for Cambrian, and for Mohawk, we got Bias with 11. No strong hitters for both teams.
Yeah, I think when Mohawk is in system, their ability to set bias, even C-ball, makes them a lot stronger and gives them more of an opportunity to have that one block or that possible seam in it, and he can hit it a lot harder. But we've been talking about this in the last set, but the connection for Mohawk in the middle there is a little missed here. We've seen May and Slutes doing such a great job early on. This is the last game for both teams of the season. Let's see them fight here.
Jack Daly to start the set off.
Great pass by Gasharowski. Out to Hutchins.
Just off the hands of Brown there.
Good swing. Looks like Scully was a little late to that one. Great tempo by Pilling there. May to serve.
Handled by Brisebois. To the right to Trudell.
Good touch here. Great touch by May. Just a little bit too far left, and Hutchins couldn't see it after that block.
Yeah, just a bad contact there for May.
Yep.
Trudell for serve.
And that's an ace deep down there.
Beautiful serve by there.
A little surprised by Trudell as well.
Reaction.
Just Just a little more communication here for Mohawk.
Again, let's see if he can get another ace.
Low pass by Hutchins to Slutes, and
that-
there we go.
That's that middle connection I was talking about. I want to keep seeing that more from Mohawk.
Yeah, they got to keep that as an offensive weapon here. Allow Bias a little bit more room on the outside. Pillings to serve.
Handled well by Trudell. To the middle, Scully off the pins.
Up by Slutes here. Bias swinging. Just a smart swing.
Again, dug by Trudell. To the outside to Brisbaugh.
Big turn up by Neem. To Bias again.
And that one's out.
Just looked like he wasn't ready for that return on the set.
Cambrian again, still hitting that sharp cross. Mohawk might want to change up their blocking there, take it away from them.
Yeah.
Number 15, Scully for serve.
That one's out of there.
And Scully's usually a very consistent server for Cambrian. It's rare to see those errors from him.
Hutchins to serve for Mohawk. Big float.
Up by Brisbaugh to Diot. And that one's out.
Just out. Looked like a good angle from our end here. Great call to leave that one for Mohawk.
Yeah, I think he was facing a little bit too much to the outside there. He's got to turn his body.
Hutchins to serve.
Great pass by Trottle to the outside. Brisbaugh. Heavy swing.
What a swing. You see that the tempo that they run there and the inside step from Brisbaugh. Smart run by Daly.
That inside set to the outside's beautiful play. I love to see the creativity by Daly by that.
Yeah, the Mohawk block was stuck outside on that one.
Yeah. Brown for serve.
Good pass by Neem, little low.
Yeah.
Tip by Slutes, great
Up by
fix.
Daly. Terrace heading the outside to Brisbaugh. Just a sharp cross again.
Free ball coming. Big swing by Slutes.
There it is.
Their connection is starting to go here.
Mohawk's got to keep pushing here. They got the 1 point lead. They got to keep it up.
This is where they just got to keep going, like you said. Slutes to serve.
Up by Terrace. Daly to Brisbaugh. So much power behind those swings from Brisbaugh.
Great swing, too. It looked like he was kind of off the net on that one. He still found that sideline.
Good timing on his part.
No question.
Now Brisbaugh at the serving line.
Low pass by Gasharowski to May.
Yeah, just looks like the connection with May there.
Yeah, May's just trying to find that.
That perfect spot.
Yeah.
Brisbaugh again for serve. And that one's going to take into the net.
Bias to serve for Mohawk. Let's see if he can go on a run here.
Handled by Trudell. Set right back to him. And he goes line this
What
time.
a cut.
Yeah, you can see his body motion in the air, just turning right down that line. He sees that corner spot open and turns his handle.
Bias even with his foot on the sideline there, just deep enough that it's hard for him to touch.
Yeah.
Great swing.
Diot for serve.
Great pass by Hutchins. And now May.
Brown gets a touch on it, just a bad contact.
Scully looked like he was reading it right on that too. Great swing by May. Gasharowski to serve here.
Handled by Terrace.
Goes for the dump. And Trudell just puts it back here.
With a weird body twist motion in the air on the way down.
We talked about it again, but that's just volleyball IQ. Doing
Yeah.
a quick turnaround to confuse Mohawk on defense.
And staying off the net at the same time. Jack Daly for serve.
Great pass by Gasharowski. Goes to May.
Daly gets a beautiful dig up. Terrace to the outside to Trudell.
Smart swing. Neem up here. Goes to C-ball to Bias.
Beautiful up by Brisbaugh. To the outside, off the block, it's up.
What a touch by May.
And great hustle going into the bench is
Whole team
Brisbaugh.
comes over to make sure he's okay. That's a great example of when we talk about middles going up no matter what. It was kind of a late jump by May, but he was the one that got the touch on it to bring the ball back in.
Yeah.
Well done. May to serve.
Great pass by Brisebois to the right. And
What
again,
a turn by Hutchins.
blocked.
Great
by
timing
Mohawk.
by Mohawk block. Mohawk with the lead again, 9-8. May to serve.
Handled beautifully by Terrace to the goalie.
And up 2 blocks, but just a little bit of a miscommunication.
Yeah, sneaking through that block and falling
Great
down
swing.
with them. Number 11, Trudell for serve.
Great up by Hutchins. Goes Seaball to bias.
And it's up by Terrace. Daly with the bump set, back row.
Good block here by Slutz. Goes
And
on
Scully
second. Bias.
Up by Trudell. Brisebois with the set, inside to Brown. Great fix.
Again, out system here, Hutchins.
Reaches high, Terrace gets the dig. Daly to Brisebois. And shut down by Slutz, right down to the...
But they are calling a net here. Net violation by Slutz.
Unfortunate error there. Looks like Mohawk's confused by that call.
Very confused here. Still kind of set up for a service.
Trudell with that serve.
Hutchins pass. Slutz.
Terrace gets it up. Daly to Brisebois. Takes him off this time.
Nice easy for Neem. Out to Hutchins.
And off the block. And that's going to be point Mohawk. Filling for serve. And that one's just going to be deep there and out.
You can tell he's going for it. That was just deep.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to be doing a substitution here. Now Montaigne is taking Scully off for serve.
Great pass by Neem. Out to Bias.
And huge line hit there.
One-on-one, he's not missing that one. Great swing.
Yeah, just bad contact there. Scully coming back on.
Hutchins serve.
Handled by Trudell. Daly to Brisebois.
Takes Pilling out.
Brisebois playing in the middle here.
Bias. And I think they got lucky on that one.
Yeah.
Just missed there.
It's funny to see Diot and Brisebois there switch spots and one playing the outside,
But
the other
good
middle.
communication on their end to kind of stay and split after they did that cross or X.
Brown for serve.
Good pass by Hutchins. Breeze,
Off
Bias.
the hands and chased down by Terrace, but just too far.
Yeah, great overload offense there by Pilling.
Sets all tied up 12-12. Up by Brisebois. Daly right back to him.
And it called in on the line there.
And the head ref overruling the linesman there, saying, no, that was out.
Quite a close call on that one.
Yeah, I do believe that one was out.
Yeah. Slutz serve here.
Pass by Trudell to the step to Diot. And that one's
There
in.
we go.
That was a high serve there from Mohawk. It could have gone out, but
Yeah.
Trudell just decided to take it. Brisebois for serve.
Yeah, you can see the screen kind of happening by Cambrian here. You know who it's going to. Gashorowski, low pass here. Tight
Right.
ball. And Bias, no block. He got high enough and fast enough to keep it from hitting that antenna.
Yeah, I think Trodell knew maybe I should have gone up to the net there.
Yeah. Just a misread by Trodell. Bias to serve.
Handled by Trodell. Right back to him.
I think just does a little bit too much.
Too much torque on there.
Yeah. But you can see the timing between Daly and Trodell on that give and go.
Yeah, he loves that fast tempo to the outside, and just great opportunity offensively
For sure.
for him.
I think that was a right call. Line shot after Bias serve too, making him work on defense. 15 serving 13 for Mohawk.
Beautiful pass by Brisebois. Right to the outside, Trodell swings.
Up by Hutchins.
And great save there by
And they
Pillen.
call out. I think that is the right call. Looks like it was just over the antenna.
I don't know about that. That was very close.
Great run down by Pilling.
Diot's going to be serving.
Weird touch here. Free ball coming.
Will Cambrian use it? Daly to the outside. Big block, but it's up by Brisebois. And it's up by Daly. Diot bump sets to Trodell on the inside.
Up by Neem here. Outside. Gashorowski.
Off the hands. Brown
Good
just
swing.
can't touch it. Mohawk's got to keep pushing here. This is the point in the game if they got to get that big lead.
You can tell they're fighting back. Gashorowski to serve.
To the outside.
Great touch by Neem.
Jump. Daly back again to the outside.
Bias. Out here to Hutchins.
Throw deep corner. Brisebois high bump set. Looks like a free ball.
See if they can convert on this one. Outside, Hutchins.
Big block.
Bias C-ball.
And it's up. And it's pancaked. Great defense from Cambrian. It's going to be
They
over.
get a free ball for it. Let's see if they can convert.
To the middle. It's up. And that one's out.
What an incredible up by Daly on that one. You do not give up on a ball like that.
Great athleticism out there on that court, and you can see that Daly just diving, refusing to let that ball touch the floor. And that's that volleyball we knew they could play.
And great defense again by Mohawk. What a rally.
Yeah, that's a tough one to lose a point to on those long rallies. Daly for serve. Tight pass.
Sleuts. They're playing it here. Free ball coming.
High bump set to the outside.
Tough one for Trodell there.
Yeah,
really looking for
captain
timing.
going up, thinking there was no contact there. Yeah, lucky point I think there for Mohawk.
Yeah.
The official thought maybe there was a
There
contact.
was a touch, yeah. You just got to play until that whistle blows. May serving.
Great pass up. Daly to the right side.
What a swing, and yep, they're on the net on that one.
Yeah, Hutchins there just caught the
You
net.
can tell
way
their
down.
block is trying to reach just a little bit more to find that block for Trodell, but he gets around it again.
Trodell for serve.
Great pass here. Sleuts.
There's that middle connection we like
They've
to see
got
from
it.
them.
Scully's got to be aware of that one. For sure going to keep that one-on-one here. Pilling serve.
Handled by Terrace to the Scully in the middle. And they send it right back.
That slow tempo swing with Scully in the middle is amazing.
Yeah. Just want to point out Terrace has been doing an excellent job for Cambrian on his serve receive and picking things up. It's really helping them offensively.
Good pass by Gashorowski. Sleuts. Bias outside here.
Offhand, Scully digs it up. Brown sets the back row.
Trodell's ready. Neem up. Middle.
And Daly gets it up to the outside. Just out, no touch, unfortunately, for Cambrian there.
Yeah, tough swing there. It looked like Brown just wasn't ready for that speed and tempo from Brisebois. Great set, though.
We're going to do a substitution here. Curtis Terrace having the second brother take off Brown. And number 11 now being appointed floor captain as Brown was taken off.
Hutchins to serve for Mohawk here. 19 serving 17.
Trudell with the pass to the middle. Diot, big swing.
Out of system here. Free ball coming.
Terrace with the pass. Goes to the inside, outside hitter.
Wow.
Beautiful play there by Brisebois. Big swing.
Another overload offense by Daly. You see that, it almost looked like two blockers went up with Diot. Great swing.
Yeah. We're gonna have Curtis Terrace, number 2 for Cambrian, serving. Nice to see the both brothers on the court here.
Puts it in here, Gashorowski pass, bias out.
Terrace gets a touch on it, but too much behind that swing.
Great swing, great high swing by Bias. Slutes here. Great
Handled
serve.
by Trudell. To the inside again.
Another.
That outside player spot is beautiful. That inside
Catching
30.
Bias on the outside on the block too, giving Brisebois a perfect opportunity to swing at it.
Yeah, Diot going up is throwing off that middle blocker, allowing the one-on-one. Brisebois for serve.
And into the tape. Unlucky timing for that one here.
Yeah, we're getting to the end of the set here, so it's going to be a battle.
Especially Bias coming up to the line.
Handled by Brisebois. To the right.
Diot.
Blocked.
Great block here by Gashorowski and May.
Yeah.
And I think we're looking for a timeout for Cambrian.
Yep. And Cambrian just needs to go back, get a quick sip of water, a little rest here, and go back
just
and be
take
aggressive.
a breath. I don't think they're doing much wrong here.
Yeah,
Mohawk is just finding it on the offensive end.
Yeah. Mohawk's gonna really battle here. Just because they have the lead, they can't let Cambrian get back in this.
Yeah, we saw that in the last set where Mohawk was having the lead for a majority of the set, and Cambrian just kept fighting back for it.
Yeah.
Bias to serve here.
Handled by Terrace. To the outside. Big swing, and it's shut down by Pilling.
Wow.
That's a great point to come back out of that timeout, win it, and keep going.
And another timeout call by Cambrian here. Really trying to slow down that run by Bias here.
We knew Cambrian was going to come out and be aggressive, but Mohawk did a great job putting up that block and shutting it down.
Yeah, I think starting off with that serve on the line, forcing a little bit of an out system set for Daly.
Yeah, Mohawk's doing a good job not giving up.
You never know, we could see another game like it was against Fanshawe yesterday.
Yeah, down 2 sets and end up coming back and winning the next
Taking away 3 here.
Yeah, I'm sure Cambrian doesn't want to have a repeat of it yesterday, and they just want to finish it in 3 if they can.
And only a 4-point spread here. 23-19 for Mohawk in the third set.
All right, both teams stepping back out.
Bias on the line here.
Handled by Terrace. Daly to the outside.
And he gets it through the block this time.
Yeah, they're calling a lift on May there. It snuck through and just
A little bit of a higher set, and I think their timing was just a little bit off.
Yeah. We're gonna have middle blocker Dia on the serving line for Cambrian.
Great pass by Hutchins. Out here to Grasharowski.
Just a bad contact there from Terrace on the upper body.
Grasharowski to serve. Possible game point for Mohawk.
To the outside.
Great swing. Bias gets it up. And too close to the commentator's bench here.
Not worth the injury sometimes.
Yeah.
Mohawk.
Timeout by Mohawk.
This could be a coach's point, this one, if
For sure.
Jack Daly comes out and misses his serve.
This could be a very good call here. Just to kind of sit down and talk about doing 1 point here. That's it.
Yeah, not Fanshawe, sorry. Mohawk is up 24-21, so they have a little space for error if coming out. However, it'd be a lot nicer if they just come out, side out, and get this point.
I think it's a game plan. Run one play. One good pass, fine, possibly Bias. I think he's in the back row at this point. Or one of the middles that have been kind of figuring it out close to the end of this set.
Yeah.
Mohawk is right out here.
Jack Daly for serve.
The right person on the line for Cambrian. Low pass, Grasharowski. Tipped by May.
Up. Daly, tight
ball.
set. And no contact there from Mohawk. Oh.
We're waiting to see a call here. That head ref believes that they got a touch on that. That is a tough one.
Yeah, I didn't see a touch there. That's a tough call, but again, the head official makes the calls here.
Yeah. We're looking for mental toughness from Mohawk here. Shake it off and play.
Handled
Great
well.
pass by Grasharowski. And May tries to throw that one. Trodell was there. Yep. Timeout by Mohawk. Great call by Coach McClure here. Give his team a little breath. Might have been a really weird call for them, but they just got to shake it off.
Yeah, you can't let those calls when they're tight like that affect your play. You just have to move on and focus, and I think they were still in their heads in that last round.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can come out of this timeout this time and win this point to win the set.
I think they're looking for Bias on this one.
Yeah, it's tough when you have your best hitter in the macro there.
Yeah. Another possible game point for Mohawk here.
Jack Daly for serve.
Pass by Grasharowski. C-ball here. Bias is to fix it.
Name gets it up.
Hutchins. No touch here. I think it was just a low set to Bias here. He really couldn't get much of a swing on it. Time for Mohawk just to take a breath inside out.
24-24, Daly at the serving line.
Tight pass by Neem. Out to Hutchins.
Big up there by Breezeball.
And Terrace goes to Bias.
Picked up off the net. Oh,
And
just
unlucky
unfortunate there. Great effort from Breezeball in the back row there.
And we're talking about that cross on defense there. Both guys getting hit by each other. Great defense. Game point for Mohawk here, 25-24, May serving.
Handled well by Breezeball. To the C ball.
No touch here on the roof, that is close. They have to go free.
With the overpass, will
They get it
Mohawk
back.
use it?
Pilling,
And it's up by Breezeball. Looks like a miscommunication
they gotta go
there.
put it over. They just take their time and take a breath here. Sleuts,
And handled by Sleuts. Great fight from Mohawk there. Great effort on Cambrian's defensive end.
and Mohawk gets to take that one. Another questionable call here, tough play.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna be going to 4 sets.
Going to a 4th for the bronze medal match here. Both teams are fighting their way for this one.
And after 3 sets, we have number 11 on Cambrian. Trodell leading with 19 points. And for Mohawk, number 11 as well with 17. So Bias and Trodell, those key players we mentioned a lot this game, obviously contributing a lot to their teams.
Same lineup for Cambrian here. Both Terrace brothers on the court again. Pilling serving for Mohawk.
And that one's going to be out.
Very close there to the line. Great call by Terrace. Daly serve.
And that
And
one's
almost
gonna be
touched
out.
by Hutchins there. Great call by the team. first error I've seen from Daly on the service line.
Hutchins for serve.
Good pass by Brisebois. Out to Trudell on the right.
Picked up by Neem. Pilling to the outside. Big swing by Gastrowski.
And no touch call. Great triple block by Cambrian. Trudell serving here.
Great pass by Neem. Pilling to the outside.
No block.
And that one's going to be in. Great set by Pilling there to the outside.
Yeah, great overload offense. Even caught Terrace coming back into block.
Yeah. Middle blocker Slutes for serve.
Low pass here from Neem, or Terrace, sorry. Free ball
sent
coming.
Over.
Brisebois tries to be a little bit too crafty with that one.
Yeah, it was a good idea there. He saw the open spot, just not enough to go over the net. Slutes again for serve.
Great pass by Brisebois. Out to him again.
And down the
he
line.
hits it hard. Those give and goes and that tempo outside by Daly is very hard for that Mohawk block to get it.
Brisbois been excellent for the Cambrian. Very aggressive and showing on the defensive side as well.
Yeah, for sure. Scully serving here.
To the right to Bias, and that one's in.
Great deep corner swing by Bias. Cambrian has the block up and he's just going over the top.
Yeah. Bias serving for Mohawk.
Weird pass by Trudell.
Just over the bench there. Too much for them. Great serve from Bias. Number 11 for serve.
Another great spin server here. And I say it and it goes out just wide here.
Yeah.
Terrace to serve. Fix that serve.
Handled
Well
by
done.
Neem. To the C ball to Bias.
Big dig by Trudell. Tight pass. Brisebois.
Off the net. Pilling pushing his teammate out of the way.
Big
Off
block
the
by
block.
Daly.
Again to the outside. Free
One
ball.
block up by Diot.
Deep
Is
tip.
it smart
but
tip? Just deep.
Smart play by Jack Daly. Just unfortunate that I was too strong there and pushed it out.
You can see both teams scrambling and Daly just with the experience trying to mess with them. Just too far.
Gastrowski for serve.
Weird touch by Trudell again. Free ball coming.
Nice pass by Neem.
And Cambrian gets lucky there. Just a misconnection with May in the middle.
Yeah, May's been struggling this game with that connection, unfortunately. You didn't see that too often yesterday or the day before from him.
Yeah. Brisebois to serve.
Handled well. To the middle, and
Big up by Terrace here. Trudell out of system. Wow.
hits that line shot. I
It's
think
that turn. He's jumping straight up and able to find that corner. For defense, you're looking for that swing, but not in the corner.
Yeah, I think Mohawk expected something a little less powerful as well.
Yeah. Brisebois again to serve.
Passed up. To the middle.
Smart shot by May. I think Terrace was kind of stuck behind Dion on that block.
Yeah.
Hard to see it.
May for serve.
Good pass by Brisebois. Out to Trudell.
Off hands there.
Great high swing by Trudell there.
Yeah, Gastrowski just can't reach far enough for it.
Great example of side-up volleyball here. We're back to 7-7. Diot serving. Big deep float.
Good pass up to the middle, and there's Lutz with the swing. That's a much better middle connection there for Mohawk.
Both teams showing a great wide range of offense.
Pillings for serve.
On the tape.
Nicking off that tape there, rolling over.
Wow.
It's going to be an ace for Pillings.
Yeah, Scully's just got to be ready for one of those. Rarely happens, but when it does, it's his ball.
Yeah. There's spin serve.
Low pass by Terrace. Trudell.
Down the line again. Gasharowski's sitting a big bump. Free ball sent over.
Terrace. Out to Trudell. And they got a one block and out of system there. Well done by Daly to change that.
Yeah. Mohawk's got to do a little bit better defense in position 6 there.
Daly serving.
Pass by Neem. Set to the outside. Bias with the swing.
Big dig here. Can they get it over?
And that's going to be in. Pilling to the right.
Terrace. And just a weird touch. No touch there. Hard to see that one.
Yeah, good call by the linesman. Too many players in front of it for him to see if it was in or out. Good thing the head ref there was just looking down and he saw it.
For sure. Daly serving. Great float.
Handled by Neem. To the right again.
And that just goes deep.
Yeah. Just an unfortunate, aggressive offensive error.
Yeah. Daly to serve.
Again, passed up by Neem to the outside.
Bias.
Getting the point there off the hands.
Great swing.
Hutchins for the serve.
Pass by Trudell here. Scully.
Big block, but it's out.
And it was out. Wow.
That one's got to hurt a little bit.
And a phenomenal read by Sleuth to go that far for that 30 push.
Luke's been stepping up this game. I really like to watch him play today.
Offensive and defensively. Trudell to serve.
Tight bump set there.
Breeze ball being safe.
Picked up by Pilling. Neem's got to jump set it.
Awkward one for Gasharowski on the outside.
Yeah, just too tight there for him to make an attack out of it.
Great discipline by Cambrian's blockers there on those tight balls to stay off.
Yeah.
Trudell to serve.
Passed up. Pilling to the right. Bias with the swing.
Up by Trudell. Great pass. Breeze ball on the outside.
And one-on-one. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Mohawk there.
Breezeball is coming in clutch for Cambrian here on those one-on-one swings.
He's having an excellent game, Breezeball. He wants to win this. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets player of the game. He's having an excellent performance right now.
For sure. We've got some pretty strong point leaders for both teams here in the fourth set. Trudell with 22 points and Bias with 20. Both of them are working really hard offensively.
Yeah, almost a full set for both those two players there to themselves. Both teams stepping back on the court here. Cambrian leading the set, 13-10.
Trudell to serve.
Handled well to the outside.
One block.
Great lead by Neem there, following it all the way
Good
out.
block by Terrace, just an unfortunate ricochet.
Flute for serve.
Good pass here by Brisebois. Back to him. Uses the left hand.
Good reach there.
Well done.
Wasn't the greatest sets of Daly. You don't see too many bad sets from him, but
Yeah.
great fit from Brisebois.
Scully serving.
Just
Gets-
off the tape there. May gets it up. Pilling to the outside.
Great touch by Terrace, and they just can't keep it back in.
Yeah, Daly there just got a touch on it defensively.
Saito volleyball, big swing.
Big swinger, Bias going to the serving line.
Low pass here by Trudell. Out to Brisebois.
Down the line, huge kill.
He is in the zone tonight. Great swing down the line, a lot of power behind it.
He's gotten 15 points so far this game, Brisebois, and it seems like he's gotten a lot more than just that.
Wow.
Based on his performance today.
And Terrace to serve here. Just hitting the tape on that one.
Number 8, Gashurowski going to the serving line.
And he gets the tape. Brisebois to serve.
And it's up. Pilling does the dump. It's ticked up
Up by Terrace.
to the back row C.
Weird bounce off of Diot's block there. Little late for it. Good swing by Bias.
Yeah, way to be aggressive from that back row. Now Mohawk's in a good rotation here when they got Slutes in the front row with Pilling. They've had a great connection so far in this game. May for serve.
Good pass by Brisebois. Out to Trudell.
And it's up by May. Pilling saving it. To Bias.
Big swing here. Terrace fixes. Diot tipping.
Great block. Off the
Fixing
set.
Trudell.
Handled well. To the C ball again.
Big dig by Terrace. Trudell again.
And just stays in the court there. Just an unfortunate point there.
And
for
May
Mohawk.
stepping into for that big swing, but just a smart, deep roll by Trudell.
Yeah.
Diot serve.
And there it is.
Great up by Brisebois.
Free ball
Daly's.
over. Oh, and Pilling goes for the attack this time.
And no one was there to read that one.
Yeah. Great play there by the setter. Pilling for serve.
And that's out of there.
Yeah. Cambrian has a bit of a lead here. Will they extend it, or will Mohawk stop them and climb back?
Daly to serve. And that one goes deep.
Hutchins for serve.
Just a 2-point difference here. 16 serving 18. Pass by Terrace to Trudell on the right.
Neem gets it up. Pilling sets the right. Bias with a big swing cross court.
Wow. Great set by Pilling on that one.
Great defense from Neem reading that line shot there. Hutchins again for serve.
Pass by Brisebois to Scully, tipping.
Good pickup by Pilling. Neem jump sets. And again.
Wow.
Excellent swing there from Bias, being aggressive.
you got to give it to Neem on that one. Great jump over the attack line on that to get a good set going.
Number 10 for serve.
Pass here, going Trudell. Wow.
Bias a little late on the defensive side there.
Yeah.
Huge swing though.
Great turn by Trudell going cross court. Trudell serve.
Great lead by Garrett.
Wow, that goes wide.
Gasharowski there thought it for a second, maybe I should take it. No, it's too high. I'm gonna let it go. And great call on his end there. Slutes for the serve.
Weird pass here, Breezeball out of system.
And off the hands of May.
Breezeball can do no wrong right now.
Yeah, Gasharowski just kind of caught off guard that it went off hands there.
Yeah, weird ricochet, heavy swing. Scully to serve. 2019 Cambrian.
Handled well. To the middle. May
And that just goes wide. You see his approach and the way he's swinging at it. He's almost too sharp on it.
He was too tight there as well.
Yeah. Scully again to serve.
And there's the play from the middle there.
Yep. Back to a 1-point game.
Bias going for the serve.
Weird pass by Trudell. Out here, Breezebois.
No touches on that one. Gonna be point Mohawk.
Keeps going for that.
Looks like floor captain there just talking with the head ref.
Might just be something to slow down the game here.
Bias for serve.
Great pass by Trudell. Out, Breezebois.
Big block there by Pillings on the outside.
Timeout called by Cambrian here. Mohawk taking the lead, 22-21.
It's tough to see Cambrian kind of take their foot off the gas there. Like, it's kind of similar to yesterday. You're up 2 sets. You don't want to lose this one because then it's going to go to another 5th one. You're already exhausted. You've got to keep pushing through. If you're going to want to finish in 4, they got to step up coming out of this.
Now is the time, for sure. I think it's just a one side out here for Cambrian. They're looking to put the ball back down and get that point again.
Yeah, Mohawk's trying to come out here and still be aggressive. They're doing a great job at the net, shutting down the blocks right now. They got to keep that up and be more consistent there.
Yeah. This is anybody's game right now.
Player stepping back on the court here.
See if Cambrian can regroup.
Bias will be serving here.
Gets the tape. Touched by Trudell here. Breezebois.
Just tipping.
Tipping.
It's picked up.
And it hits the antenna on the way back over.
Very unfortunate. Great read there by Bias at the back.
Yeah, very smart play by Breezebois to take some off there. He knew there was a big block coming.
Yeah, I think because he's hitting so much deep line that Bias kind of got stuck there and read the open spot there.
Yeah. Terrace to serve.
Fortunate error. There's a line violation on the serving line. Gasharowski for serve for Mohawk.
23 serving 22. Great pass by Trudell. Diot.
Deep corner there, great shot from him.
Hard to stop that one. Perfect swing by the middle. Brisebois to serve here, all tied up at 23.
Back to the outside.
Daly.
And it's up.
And he was waiting for it up there. That was a very close serve too. Almost looked like it was going out on the sideline.
Now Mohawk calling the timeout, down 1 point, 24-23. This is where Cambrian's got to come out of this timeout and just finish the job here if they want to win this.
Great job by Cambrian to come back. Good mental toughness.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked from Hutchins there, just not using the block. That was a big block they're putting up there, especially with Diot in the middle. Just use the hands there.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, you could always just hit off hands softly so you can get to recycle the ball and play it out.
Mohawk's just looking for a quick sight out here. And another situation where they have bias in the back row. I'm curious to see what they're going for here. Brisebois serving.
Handled well by Neem. To the middle, May.
Up by Brisebois. Out here to Trudell.
Down the line, it's up. Neem saves it. Great hustle from
Free
Mohawk.
ball. Out Trudell.
And May just caught off, blocking off the net.
May gets caught.
And Cambrian's gonna win the fourth set, 25-23. What a great battle there.
Mohawk cannot be mad about that.
Great hustle from Neem, going into the bench, running into it.
Yeah.
Not letting that play finish until the whistle.
Amazing game by Brisebois and Trudell on their end. 29 points by Trudell in the last game.